This is the only reason why you do not have what you want in your life. And it all comes down to something called permission. Now, you see this and you're like, why the fuck is this guy wearing a face mask on my YouTube? Why am I watching this guy in a face mask? Well, here's the thing. There's probably something that you want to do right now that for some reason you're holding yourself back from doing it. Why? Because you don't feel ready. Because you're like, this is not the perfect thing. This does not make the most sense. This is not the perfect setup. Maybe my lighting's not good. Maybe this isn't good. Maybe I don't feel good. Maybe this, that, the whatever. You can make a million different excuses. But the point is that sometimes it's not going to be perfect. But what matters is that you give yourself permission to just go after what you want. I mean, if I tell the story about when I met my girlfriend, it was literally in the middle of Monaco 2025, Formula 1. And in the backdrop of all this craziness, all of the Formula 1, like the vroom, vroom, vroom everywhere, I was walking through the main square and I wasn't feeling 100%. But I saw this girl that looked like just incredible, exactly my type. And it literally felt like something out of a James Bond film because I just went up to her, regardless of how I felt. And there'll be something in your life right now that for some reason you're holding yourself back from because no other reason than you just haven't given yourself permission to go after that thing. That can be in your relationships, it can be in your business, it can be in, your own life, maybe just for yourself, something that you've always wanted to do for yourself. You've decided you'll hold yourself back because you haven't given yourself permission. And it's funny because I actually look into so many mentors and I have mentors myself. And I actually think a big reason about getting mentorship and why it's so important is because it allows you to get an external influence and someone externally that just reminds you and gives you permission from the outside that yes, you're doing the right thing. I mean, if you ever notice, maybe you're about to start a new business venture, maybe you're about to start doing something different. And what you do is you go to your parents or you go to your friends or your loved ones and you're like, do you think this is a good idea? Do you think this is something that I do? Often it's not even that we want to seek advice. It's more about us wanting to get permission from the external world and from other people outside of us to actually go after what we want. And I mean, this is actually one of the amazing things about having an insane network, which is when you have an insane network, it's kind of just given. That permission is there because it's in your reality, it's in your peripheral vision. Every single person around you is incredibly successful. I mean, I just saw a video from a good friend of mine called Will Brown, one of the most successful coaches of coaches in this space. He's absolutely crushing it. And he started his videos just in this completely authentic format where it's just him with his phone and he's like, I'll sell my business for 20 mil or whatever it is. But he gave himself permission to film that, not with like the perfect Imran Gadzi setup. And this, if you're watching this, is your reminder to give yourself permission to do whatever the fuck it is that you want to do. You don't have to be as dumb as me and wear a face mask to make a point. I'm genuinely just wearing this and I was like, fuck it, I'll film a video on this. You don't have to do something like this, but this shows you that it does not matter. Because if you're watching this far, the reason you're still watching is why? Because what I'm saying is actually useful to you. What I'm saying to you is a helpful reminder to you about giving yourself permission. And it doesn't even matter how I fucking look. All you're listening to is the words that I'm saying. All you're listening to is the actual genuinely helpful reminder and the genuine helpful advice that I've got to say for you. And I'm saying this because I held myself back for so long, and I don't want you to do the same. I held myself back because I was like, this isn't right, that isn't right, this isn't right. And I meet so many people that just do not give themselves that fucking permission to go for it. Now, if you're stuck and like, I need to give myself permission, this is the advice I give you. You either raise your network and you get into insane rooms with people to just crush it, because that's an amazing way to just get external influence and external permission for you. Another thing is you seek out a mentor. I do this. It doesn't have to be someone like me. It doesn't have to be me or someone like me. It just needs someone that has your best interests at heart, that cares about you, that is invested in your success, that wants you to do well, and they will give you that external permission. And the other thing that you can do is genuinely just meditate on a regular basis, journal, and make sure that you have that self-accountability to push yourself forward day after day after day. But that is something that's very, very hard to develop, and I do not recommend it as a beginner. Those are your 3 options, and those are things that you can do to push yourself forwards and get the accountability and get the permission that you need from external sources to get what the fuck you want in life. So, found this useful, watch my other videos, because I've got stuff on how to build a network. I've got stuff on how to find, people that actually support you and build your vision. I've got stuff about feeling more confident in your own skin. Everything that you want is free on my channel. If you want actual tailored advice, I work very, very exclusive with high-end clients. But then I also have a community of raw doggers, a large group of people that are just raw dogging life, going after what they want and not giving a fuck about anything else. I love you, and I'll see you on the next one.